Hello everybody, welcome to JGod Gaming. In today's video, we'll be breaking down another subscriber gameplay. If you're not familiar with the series, what I do is I take a subscriber's gameplay and go ahead and break it down and give them different tips, tricks, and pointers on how they can improve their gameplay to either boost their KD or score per minute or all around game. If you do enjoy these types of videos or you find it helpful or want maybe your gameplay broken down, you probably want to make sure you comment down below. Go ahead and make sure you click the like button if you do enjoy this type of content. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already and make sure you got those notifications on. So let's get into the breakdown. One of the first things I'd like to talk about is spawns, and that's how my channel basically started. I wanted to talk and teach a little bit about spawns, and we're looking at team deathmatch spawns on Point Du Hoc. These are the main spawns for this actual mode. There might be one here and there that are a little bit more random, but you can see they're always around the outskirts, and you always got to be prepared of where these spawns are as you play the mode. So let's go ahead and take a little look at the class setup. He's running Airborne, which in my opinion is the worst division in the game after the division update. Which is perfectly fine. We'll see how it works in the game, and I'll give you kind of the reasons why I don't like it as we play through the game. As far as the Son of Mars 2, that's a MP40 heroic variant with the suppressor, extended mags, and rapid fire. So that one's a perfect class setup in my opinion as far as the weapon goes. Blitzkrieg's great. We'll look a little bit at the streaks to see if Blitzkrieg was useful, or maybe you could have gone with a different basic training based off playing TDM, because TDM, you can't really get those high tier score streaks quite as easy because you kind of just run out of time. Jupiter 2, not really important. You can use whatever secondary you want. He's using a lethal, thrown lethal, and then a tactical flashbang. So perfect as far as those other things go. So let's get into the actual game. So right here on Point Du Hoc, the opening rush is always a little tricky. It's like you run left to the airplane area, around to the bunker, right bunker, or all the way around, or straight up mid. So we'll kind of see how he plays it out. He is using the lower tier streak, so that still works perfectly with the Blitzkrieg. So based off those streaks, Blitzkrieg is fine for this specific mode. So he goes in and throws a nade. He does get a little flashbang behind him. If he was running armored, flashbang wouldn't have done anything to him, but he had to go down and crouch. It looks like there's an opening behind him, or maybe someone's coming behind him. You can see the mini-map. There was someone glowing red behind, so he did go ahead and pick that up. Comes back around, go ahead and melt that guy, and then he repositions. All his teammates look like their mid-map are on the other side. You can see the guy is in the trenches. He goes ahead and melt this guy, but he got hit from behind, so he didn't get the opportunity to finish that guy off. So that one just maybe positioning where your teammates are. Point Du Hoc, the map awareness is huge because the way people are positioned, it makes it very difficult. Looks like your teammates right here, they could be coming around bunker side, straight ahead to airplane, and there he gets melted again. So with the actual airborne, he's not getting any usefulness from it so far because basically he's been caught either off a sprint or he's not firing while sprinting, so he hasn't really taken advantage of that. There's not really a lot of high places on this map, so you're not really at risk of taking fall damage. The actual accelerated sprint to navigate the map still hasn't helped him at all. We'll go ahead and check out, see how useful it is. He did get a good little flank, but all that side of the map was empty, so I would have probably peeked that side first before rounding the corner. So maybe peek that area, come around, kill that guy in the airplane. He would have been perfectly fine. He probably could have got a double kill in that position. So right here, straight up the middle, it looks like people are. It looks like that teammate's still sitting in this bunker. So airplane is probably still hot. He decides, okay, let me take this outside route again. And there's two teammates. He does get a little bit of advanced movement in there. He did a little jump shot, and he was able to take those guys out. He got them off guard. So perfect timing for a jump shot. Kind of made himself a harder target to hit. But again, with the running this airborne, you get in the mentality that you got to be running everywhere. So right there, he was caught kind of off sprint. He wasn't really in position to take that guy out. A third guy came through. This guy, another drop shot, perfect like timing on the drop shot. So the jump shot, it's good that he's not using it every single scenario, or the drop shot every single scenario. It looks like he's had good timing on the 2 times he was going to do it. You can see the guy on the mini map. He's really got to choose how he's going to position this. The guy's probably going to be coming around the outside, and then he melts him waiting for him. Right now you can see he's not on the mini-map because his little triangle in the mini-map isn't illuminated. When it's completely blocked out and all white, that's how you know you're lit up. This one would have been an engagement maybe he needed to back off of. He got those first couple shots, and then he should have decided, you know what, I can't win that. Let me reposition and come at a different angle, because a lot of times that ends strengths when you're being a little bit stubborn. And even though maybe you landed a couple shots, the range for your weapon, you really got to be one with your weapon and know that range. And for that specific gunfight, that is not a good range for SMG. Unless maybe you're going against another SMG. But if someone's running a rifle or an LMG from that distance, the SMG will probably lose 9 out of 10 times. Just based off the weapon, not even based off skill. It's more about the positioning. And with this game, a lot of positioning. So you can see this player actually likes to play a little bit faster than maybe I normally play in my videos. So there's a second thing that maybe he could have survived if he had armored on. Obviously not everyone's a fan of armored. Running around the corner, this guy is double wielding, so it's a little hard to combat. But if you're going to be running around with an SMG, you almost have to have your finger on that right trigger as like a hair trigger, because since you can actually shoot while sprinting, you want to make sure you shoot before you actually do the ADS. They recently did modifications to Airborne that made it a little bit less effective, and it was the worst division to begin with. When it came to after the update, they did a little bit of tweaking to make it a little bit of a nerf. So for my opinion, it's not even worth using. Every division, you're going to be able to navigate the map. The maps aren't so large that you kind of get trapped. This guy should have seen him, but he's probably ADSing, so he doesn't have the mini map up. So overall, I would just say this player is actually a pretty decent player overall. He does rush quite a bit because he's trying to chase those kills, but sometimes he rushes too quick. He puts himself out of position. He did a great little tactic there that I've shown in some of my videos where you can get an overview of the map, and you can actually see where your teammates are, where the enemies are. If the UAV or a recon plane passes, you get a full map view and you got a good idea of, okay, which way do I want to push? So he decides to push around this way and then kind of look around, see what's going on. Looks like there's a guy right here, so he's got to play it smart. This guy is not good at running that resistance, so he's able to easily destroy that guy several times. As far as checking the house, he's doing a good job of actually going through the house, making sure no one's there. But what happens is he rushes out that window. That might not have been the best move because he was already hit a couple times, but he was able to clean up the kill. So either way, it paid off. Another one, he's able to take advantage of the little rapid fire there and melt that guy. So overall, I mean, like I said, this is a really good player. As far as what I can tell, it's a pretty decent play style as well. You could probably extend those streaks by maybe switching to armored, just to save that the nade damage. For you did have one death, and then also you got flashbanged at the beginning, but nothing that you actually have from armored has saved your life, except for maybe one kill. I mean, it's been really close, but for the most part, your play style doesn't look like you're gonna run non-stop and then actually get those kills. You're just melting those kids. This gun absolutely melts. Got killed by a bouncing Betty, and if he had armored on, he wouldn't have to worry about that. That's the entire match. That was really quick. I know that's a really short breakdown, but hopefully you guys did enjoy it. If you want your gameplay broken down, make sure you leave that down in the comment section. If you've already submitted a video to me, remind me, because I get a lot of different comments on a lot of different videos, and I do appreciate all the support you guys have been giving to the channel. If you do enjoy it, again, like it, go ahead and subscribe, turn those notifications on. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day.